In Mark 6 model form, Fiat's Ducato has much to offer in the large van segment. Buyers will find class-leading attributes when it comes to areas like payload, towing capability and running cost efficiency. Plus, there's a smarter look and greater drivability. It all ought to be enough to give this vehicle greater class prominence.
Engine-wise, buyers get the option of a 2.3-litre MultiJet3 diesel engine in 3 states of tune, 110, 130 or 150 brake horsepower. Plus there's an 180 brake horsepower 3-litre unit at the top of the range for really heavy-duty work. Whatever your choice of power plant, you should find your Ducato more drivable this time around. Thanks to a revived braking system, pedal effort has been reduced by 45%. Refinement's been improved too, and a revised clutch slave cylinder reduces the gear ratio, thereby lessening the need to rev the engine hard. All of this will make a big difference for urban users. This 6th generation Ducato isn't all new. Under the skin, it's really more a thoroughly revised version of the previous Mark 5 model. Fiat wants buyers to think of it in fresh terms though, hence the effort put into completely restyling this front end, which features a smarter headlamp and bumper design that stylist Alessandro Silva says was inspired by a Spartan helmet. Once you're inside, you find yourself in a cabin that, in truth, is basically the same as that of the previous generation model, although it does feel more up-to-date thanks to a smarter-looking dash. A fresh approach for this 6th generation Ducato is the option of a 5-inch dash-mounted Uconnect touchscreen infotainment display, which makes the vehicle feel more modern inside, and will be an option many operators will feel justified in paying a little extra for. As well as the usual stereo and Bluetooth elements, this handles features like audio streaming, text-to-speak messaging and TomTom satellite navigation with voice control. If I were an owner-operator, it's one of the things that would really sell me this van. Another is the multifunction tablet holder, a dash-mounted clipboard that folds out of the top of the fascia. It not only holds notepads and delivery notes, but can also transform itself into a cradle that can securely hold your smartphone or your tablet screen. Moving inside, let's start with the headline stat that most operators tend to look for first: load volume. Notebooks at the ready. Right, here we go. At the bottom of the range, there's the smallest short wheelbase standard roof SH1 model that I have here, which will give you 8 cubic metres. That'll increase to 10 cubic metres if you up the wheelbase to medium level and get an MH1 derivative, or 11.5 cubic metres if you also up the roof height to high spec with an MH2 derivative. Perhaps the sweet spot in the Ducato range is provided by a long wheelbase Ducato with that same roof height, the LH2 variant, that delivers a useful 13 cubic metres of volume. From here, if that's still not big enough, then you can get either an extra high roof in the LH3 model or an extra long wheelbase in the LX-H2 variant. Either way, you'll have 15 cubic metres of cargo space to play with inside. At the top of the range, an LX-H3 variant that has both the extra high roof and the extra long wheelbase would give you a massive 17 cubic metres. Perhaps, though, you're more interested in the lengths of loads that you'll be able to carry. Well, pretty much everything you can think of will probably fit. Load lengths vary from 2,670mm in this smallest SH1 variant to a huge 4,070mm in that LX-H3 range topper. Loading height will, of course, be important too. As I mentioned, there are 3 roof sizes. This standard roof model giving you 1,662mm of internal roof height, the high roof upping that figure to 1,932, and the extra high roof increasing the figure still further to 2,172mm. On to vehicle weight. Something is important to get right, as it'll determine how bulky the stuff that you're able to carry can be. There are 5 GVW gross vehicle weights that you can choose, designated by the 2 figures in the full model name. Well, with all of that sorted, we can talk payload, an area where Fiat reckons this design has a key advantage over some of its rivals. Even the least capable Ducato model, the smallest 30 SH1 derivative, can manage 1,140 kilograms of weight. The 35 SH1 variant, the one we're trying here, can manage 1,640 kilograms, and at the top of the range, the most capable 42 LXH3 version can deal with an impressive 2,035 kilograms. Fiat's experience and expertise when it comes to large vans is matched in this Ducato by very well thought out product design. A wide range of derivatives gives this vehicle one advantage over its Citroën and Peugeot design stablemates, but a more significant differentiating factor lies with the Multijet diesel engines that remain exclusive to this model. And you can see why Fiat doesn't want to share them. Lower powered versions of this unit offer more torque and towing power, and across the lineup, efficiency gains are enough to make this Ducato the cleanest and the most frugal large van of its kind. As a result, if your business is in the market for a large van, it may very well be that your business really needs to go for an Italian.